Listen to the rumble. Listen to the roar. Slowly in 3. They'll be flying off 4. Watch them now.
And watch them indeed. We'll cash in the lunch money and get after it as they work off into turns 1 and 2. Who will have the advantage? They work onto the back straightaway. Justin Grant. He will take the NOS Energy number 4 up into the top spot as they come around to complete lap number 1. Grant in command of this one. Robert Ballou trying to hold on to second. He's got Kevin Thomas Jr. knocking on the door along with Mitchell Moles. Moles not able to make the run, neither does the 3R. Ballou going to get them elbows out and get that car wide. Justin Grant up front, trying to hold on to the race lead. He's got it. Here comes KTJ to the inside at the line. He will have the advantage by 0.015 seconds over the Madman. Ballou going to fall to the 3rd spot. Now Moles riding in 4th, riding in 5th. That's going to be Logan Seavey. Seavey up to the outside of the Speedway, lurking down to the middle. It's going to be the Avante Windows and Doors number 3P of Kyle Cummins. He'll ride in 6. Brady Bacon in 7. CJ Leary, Chase Stockin, and Hayden Reinbold right now going to round out your top 10. As Justin Grant starting to open up his advantage here as they work through turns at 3 and 4. Slide job. 2 of them going to make their way by Ballou that time. Moles and Seavey both making their way by as the caution lights come on. We got one slow over in turn number 2 at exit. That is Maddox at 28. All right, Grant going to bring him back to green in 4. Again, 4 in the books. Beal going to race by into turns 1 and 2. Kevin Thomas Jr. on the attack. Looks to the inside. The Inferno Armor number 3. Not able to get the run. Justin Grant going to keep him at bay. Brakes are hard. Sideways sliding and fighting around to the front straightaway. Grant leads. Thomas now. Here comes Moles to the inside. Looking for the runner-up spot. Can't get the run. Has to wait in the car to the back straightaway. KTJ able to keep him at bay for the time being. Goes down to the bottom side of the Speedway through turns 3 and 4. Does he have a run on Grant? Not quite. Justin Grant a little high. Had to wait in the car that time. Off at turn number 4. He's going to work around to the back straightaway with Kevin Thomas still right there. Mitchell Moles in tow. Your top 3 drivers on a breakaway. Robert Ballou a distant 4th right now. He will have Logan Seavey breathing down his neck along with the 3P of Kyle Cummins. Cummins, he's being trailed right now by the 15 of CJ Leary with Bacon, Stockin, and Reinbold in tow. Challenge for the lead? Maybe. Kevin Thomas Jr. closing up on Justin Grant. Oh, Grant had to back out of the throttle. Slower traffic was all kinds of messed up in front of your leader. Grant backed off, and Kevin Thomas Jr. there to capitalize. Kevin Thomas Jr. takes over the race lead with 14 laps in the books. Now puts a trio of lap cars and a ton of distance between himself and the 4 of Grant, and Grant has company in the form of Mitchell Moles. Grant trying to come after your leader, but still mired in traffic as Kevin Thomas makes his way by. Red light's going to come on. Driver flipping over into turn number 1. And his 8th overall USAC National Sprint Car victory here at the class track. Back to green. KTJ immediately going to take off with it. Expands into a half a straightaway like a shot to the backstretch. Justin Grant holds on to 2nd. Moles running at 3rd. Ballou and the 3P. Cummins, your top 5. Cummins trying to look to the inside of Ballou. Ballou diamond across the racetrack. Able to fend off the charge for the time being. Behind him, Brady Bacon coming after the 57 to Logan Seavey. Was able to clear to the back straightaway. Seavey back to the front side of the racetrack. Able to get back by and hold the position. Bacon now going to look to the bottom. Has a better run this time onto the back straightaway. Retakes it from the Honest Abe Griffin number 57. As they're working to turns 3 and 4, both drivers down to the bottom side this time. It'll be Bacon taking over the 6th position. Seavey back to 7th. Leary running in 8th. Reinbold and Nice Stock in your top 10. As Mitchell Moles goes to work on Justin Grant once again. Works to his inside once again through turns 3 and 4. Was right there in turns 1 and 2. Still not able to clear and make the run. As we've got him going nose to nose over in turns 3 and 4. Caution lights come on. Thomas brings it back to life in 3. Again, 19 laps to go, and once again, just like we saw in the last restart, Kevin Thomas Jr. going to try to get up and run away. Now, Robert Ballou. Find a little bit of life in the car here in the later half of the race. Works to the inside of the 19 AZ of Mitchell Moles. He will put him back to 4th. Robert Ballou gotten shuffled back early in the runnings of this one. Now working the bottom side of the Speedway. He's back onto the podium. Able to clear the 2 slower cars up on the high side of the Speedway. Now he will think about threading the needle this time into turns 3 and 4. Gets by the 19. Reinbold problems down into the infield quickly. Unfortunately, his not going to come to a close here, as Kevin Thomas still maintains over a second advantage on Justin Grant. Grant rotates around, hops over the right front of Short off of turn number 4. The front end folds like cheap lawn furniture, spins him around. The caution lights come on. Trying to score $20,000 here tonight. Set to go back to green. Robert Ballou going to try to run to the inside of the NOS Energy number 4. And indeed, it looks like damage on that left rear. That car hopping wildly into turn number 3. Ballou going to make his way by for the second spot. Grant going to fall to third. Now, here comes Moles in the 19. Trying to look to the inside of the 4. And Grant, he has got his hands full trying to hold on to that thing. He's going to try to pressure and close that inside line. Not going to happen for him. Moles going to make his way by. He's up the racetrack. 2-for-1 deal for Kyle Cummins. Cummins going to sneak by for that third spot here as they roll onto the back straightaway. But Kevin Thomas Jr., white flag is out. Kevin Thomas that time had to wait on the car at the exit to number 4. Takes her up to the outside through turns 1 and 2. Robert Ballou trying everything he can down to the bottom side of the Speedway. Off into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The 17th running of the Haubstadt Hustler is a drag race down to the finish, and $20,000 belongs to Kevin Thomas Jr. He will stand atop of the cage and atop of the podium. $20,000 going to the driver to Coleman, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Kevin Thomas Jr., your race winner. And with that, he's going to get a word with Christy Bemis down trackside.
Man, what a special victory for Kevin Thomas Jr. and Rocksteady Racing, picking up his 5th career Haubstadt Hustler here at Tri-State Speedway, the most to ever win this event right here at this racetrack. And things looked so promising over at Kokomo before it all just went south for you. But tonight you rebound in the biggest way. How important was it to you to pick up one of these big ticket races?
I mean, it's huge. Winning here is obviously special to me. I love this racetrack and what the Helfrichs and the fans that show up and everybody that, puts a lot of, whether it's hard work at the racetrack or, taking off of jobs and, getting family members together to come to the racetrack. It's much appreciated, and, hats off to my guys. I was a little skittish today during qualifying, pretty cautious, just making sure we got 2 laps. And, whenever you talk about rebounding, these guys definitely know how to do that. So, it's a blessing to be able to drive this thing. And, hats off to all of our partners. Mach 1 Chassis, Mark Smith's here this week. He told me before the race, he said, I want to get my picture taken. And he goes, not with my own phone either. So, I'm glad that he was here to be able to get a win. Hell, I think this car's 2014. Kyle's done won about 1 million races in it, and, it's proven to be fast. So, hats off to Mach 1, Inferno Armor, CRW Components, CSI Shocks, everybody that puts in a lot of effort for us. And, we got some Stanton engines, and they run really well. We've ran 3 different ones here, and we've been fast 3 different times.
That very first mistake made by Justin Grant, it looked like you were trying to put as many lap cars between the 2 of you as you could. Once you got the lead, though, began to run away from everybody. Was a clear racetrack all you needed all along?
Yeah, maybe, probably. I felt good behind him. But being good and passing somebody that is good is 2 different circumstances. So being able to run the right part of the racetrack whenever I'm alone by myself and I can enter at the right speeds and I'm not trying to critique myself on whether that was faster or better. I can just get out there and just naturally drive. And being out front allows you to do that. But I was trying to chase Justin, and I got lucky in lap traffic. He got a full hornet's nest, and that didn't help him there. And I think he had a left rear shot go bad and or break off something. I don't know. There was the 61 there in the infield too. So, it sucks for him because, they are really fast here, but it is kind of whoever gets out front first. So I'm just glad that we were able to, pounce whenever we needed to and have the car to stay there.
Kevin Thomas Jr. comes out on the better end of this deal to win his 5th career Haubstadt Hustler at Tri-State Speedway, the winningest driver ever with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Series at this racetrack.